I'd like to welcome you all to the 14th episode of Casters and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by the amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Virtual Spectre, and Moobs Like Jagger from the GGN crew. So excited to roll dice. I say this every single time, but I look forward to it every single week. Speaking of dice, I think you're going to roll some brand new dice today, Moobs.
Oh yeah, so we had a Kark, our community member. He makes dice for his own hobby, not for profit. He just likes making dice, and he made me some GGN theme dice, and they're glorious.
They're so awesome.
They have
Amazing.
the GGN colors, and then the D20s. All the D20s have
And
really
the
well.
logo, it looks so good.
Dude,
the fade.
and
I
even
want
a
a theme
D2.
tag.
I never had a D2 before.
Oh, nice.
And boom. I mean, it's literally a 3D printed coin. But yeah,
Mhm.
I'm very excited. I haven't rolled them, so I'm not sure what they will do tonight.
All right, we'll get an over-under started in chat of what the first dice roll is going to be for Ron tonight.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Those are so good. And like,
Yeah,
I've
those
made
are-
dice, it's not easy. So freaking amazing.
Yeah, those look awesome. But another fun thing to announce as well, kind of based on some of the feedback, here in the next week or so, we'll be officially launching the Casters and Cantrips Patreon page. So we had some viewers ask if there were some additional ways to support the show, and we decided it would be a good idea to make that happen for people that wanted to support in other ways. I suppose you can only buy so many t-shirts and mugs.
You just have a closet,
Yeah.
they're like throwing out of drawers, like so many shirts.
Yeah, buy them for your significant others, your partners. So let me like, hey, what size
dog.
shirt do you wear? Boom.
Everybody likes a good coffee mug, just saying.
Oh yeah.
You're like, I have 10. You have like a trench coat
You
of
have no
coffee.
And you
idea.
don't have to wash them ever. Just keep buying mugs and
Wow.
throw them out, right?
Anyway, it's almost done. I just need to do a few things before it's fully ready to go. So I spent a little time making sure it looked pretty, 'cause that's important for me. But in the meantime, as always, merch is available at interlinkdesigns.com/casters and cantrips. So if you want to support now before the Patreon and you don't have any really nice merch, you can do that. And pretty much all the
Where I got
proceeds.
this shirt from.
Oh yeah, very nice. And that's we use that just for amazing maps and music to license, and just generally putting it back into the stream to make it better, because it's important to me. I want your D&D game to look nice and be pretty and have nice sounds. Oh, but with all that stuff out of the way, without any further ado, we'll go ahead and settle in for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off as the party made their way onto Captain Dalius' ship, the Gold Raker, and began sailing away towards Icegarth. They quickly encountered a blockade of Port Town by the Ramcrown Federation. Based on the number of ships, it could have easily been the entire Ramcrown fleet. The party assisted the skeleton crew of the Gold Raker to try and evade the blockade and slip by unnoticed. Unfortunately, they weren't able to completely slip by the blockade, as one of the warships peeled off in pursuit of the Gold Raker. Ultimately, the Ramcrown warship caught up to them, and the party prepared for a battle at sea. They helped the crew of the Gold Raker by loading cannons and working with the sails in an attempt to best the warship, and Vin also bombarded the enemy ship with various fire spells to keep it at bay. After a hard fight at sea, the Gold Raker's sails were disabled by the warship, and the Gold Raker was boarded. The party and Dalius defended the top deck as the rest of the crew assisted below to keep the enemies at bay. They were ultimately able to repel the first boarding party of the warship, Just as the last enemy crew member fell, another ship came to aid the Goldraker. Captain Theris Morin from the Vantis Navy arrived and sunk the Ram Crown warship as it was tethered to the Goldraker. The battle had been won. The Vantis ship began to take prisoners from the water until those prisoners were being snatched by creatures underneath the ocean. After a brief exchange with Captain Morin, the Goldraker, along with the party, slowly set off towards Isgarth as their destination. And that is where we will begin our story tonight. So, just finishing your previous battle, you were at sea, slowly making your way back in the direction of Isgarth. And if you'll remember, your sails have been completely destroyed or disabled.
Oh, that's right.
That's where we'll start. And you see Captain Dalius come up to you, and this is not too long after the Vantis ship has left, heading back towards the fleet as you kind of veer off towards the starboard. And he says to you all, well, it seems that we have some sort of a predicament here. We are barely moving at all with the sails in the current condition that they are in. Perhaps we may have to stop for a day, maybe two, to repair them before we head into Isgarth. I know that you were in a hurry, but the alternative is if we try to limp along, it may take upwards to a week or maybe two at this rate. Unless you have any other suggestions.
I don't know how to fix sails, so do you guys have any suggestions?
Is the whole mast down? Like the whole metal, or not the metal, the wood beam?
So the entire mast isn't completely toppled over, fortunately, but it's in pretty bad disrepair. The sails are ripped; they're gonna have to be mended. The mast isn't toppled over, but there are cracks and chunks essentially missing out of it. So it's gonna take some time to get it to where you could safely get up to speed, essentially, instead of limping along.
Okay.
Well, I have no idea what I'm doing. So, Elias, just tell us what to do, I guess.
All right. Fortunately,
Yes.
the hull didn't take too much damage, so we have no worries about leaks or anything for our ship. But from my estimate, it may take a day, perhaps two, at the most, to get us back underway. So the ship is yours. We could use a hand, if you are useful with any tools, or perhaps carrying heavy things. And then we'll do what we can to get underway.
Ron is good at carrying heavy things.
If,
How heavy are we talking?
well, large planks of wood, perhaps getting the sails hoisted back onto the mast.
Oh,
So more than 10
do
pounds?
we have more of those purple mushrooms? Because I feel like, I mean, honestly, I would like to eat one of those maybe every day.
Oh, no.
Am I still big?
Oh yeah. Is Ben still
Oh,
large?
that's
Yeah.
right, she could have done it.
Am I still big and yelling?
No, that is worn off.
Okay.
I mean, you can still be yelling if you want.
You can yell if you want, yeah.
Only mushroom we have left is pink mushroom, but Ron does not know what that one does.
We should save it. But if they call you over there again, Ron, I don't care what you have to do. Come back with more of those mushrooms, okay?
Ron hopes Twink does not summon Ron again, but if probably inevitably happens, Ron will grab many, many mushrooms. But
Yeah, I
Ron
agree.
must.
I hope you
Ron
stay
must have
here, but
gift.
I'm just saying, you know, when the life hands you pixies, you make mushroom potions, yeah?
Okay, Ron never heard such words before.
I just made it up. It's fine.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
Ron's
you
still
could
confused.
use it again if you want to. It's like pretty. I think it's pretty good.
You know, guys, I could just be 10 feet tall if I wanted to be. So
Like now.
Right now, I snap my fingers and I become 10 feet tall.
Oh, you're taller than Ron. Ron, you're a small baby now.
Maybe I can just hold the mast up. I'm your mast. Does this work?
What if Ron stands on your shoulder and together you are mast?
Is 10 feet not tall enough? I could be 15 feet.
Masts are pretty tall, Ben. Like, you'll see all those ships, it's like pretty tall.
Do I look like a ship person? I'm a shape changer, not a ship changer. Jeez.
Either way, yeah, I don't know any magics that can help in this situation, but I'm very strong. I can lift things. So, Delius, you just, if you want big Vin, if you want little Vin, she could, like, be really little to crawl into, like, spaces and get her little hand in there, you know?
It could be useful.
Calm, little. I am big, Missy. 15 feet tall right now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, unfortunately,
you can probably like walk up the mast and attach things. I don't know what these monks do, but you just let us know.
Unfortunately, even though that you can change your shape to other races or creatures that you may have seen that have like the general same layout as you do, your stats don't change.
Yeah. I was reading it. It says hair, length, sex, height, and weight can all change, but everything else is the same. So
you look very impressive.
Yeah.
For those of you who perhaps aren't well versed in being on the ship, we could always use people looking for any other danger coming this way. Since we will be
I have a question
repairing.
though.
Yes.
Well, okay, so like my baba have an old saying that, you know, if you need to fix a problem fast, you just throw a bunch of gold at it, you know? I'm quite willing to throw a bunch of gold at the problem if we can get a little, you know.
Well, unfortunately, we are not near any major ports for repairs, so we can do what we can to get underway, but if you'd like to throw gold at me, I will take it.
No. It's not like, no,
yeah.
not.
Is Captain
are you throwing gold?
I'm not throwing gold.
Yeah, you can throw gold at me as well.
Captain Delius has problems, so Ron should throw gold now. And Ron throws like 2-3 gold at Captain Delius.
Ron, it's just like a saying. Oh gosh.
The coins clink on the deck, and they kind of land at his feet. He goes, "Very well, I appreciate it."
Consider that a tip.
Oh, it worked. Ron will remember this.
I will remember your generosity, Ron.
Well,
thank
I hope
you.
you guys like being poor.
What is Ron's intelligence?
He doesn't understand metaphor.
Yeah, I don't. My character, my flaw is I don't understand metaphors, and I take them literal unless someone explains it to me. So, unless someone corrects this, we're gonna be losing a lot of gold.
Please get an inspiration for throwing your money at Delius and leaning into your flaw.
Inspiration.
Yes. Does that stack with my my MVP inspiration?
I think so. Doesn't the DM inspiration always stack with MVP?
Yeah, you
inspiration?
can. I'll let you hold 2 if you get one from the audience. So.
Okay, beautiful.
Thanks, audience.
Mm-hmm. And you hear another crew member coming up. Oi, Captain! Yes. You say that it's going to take maybe 2 days to get back to Isgarth and then, well, to fix this and then get back? And perhaps. We're going to miss the festival then, yeah? It will be close. Depending on how quickly we'll work together, then perhaps we can get underway.
Festival?
All right, then, you heard the man, and he kind of goes off and picks up a hammer. I'm sorry.
What festival?
You have not heard the Eve of Tales?
No.
Very interesting.
Evil Tales? Eve of Tales.
The Eve of Tales, yes, it is always the first Fire's Day of the summer, so...
Fire's Day?
Yes.
Oh, Vin. This is Vin Day.
Well, we can't miss this. Okay, guys, go to the top of the ship. You man the bow. You do the back stuff, and someone grab some oars. Let's go!
I'm gonna pull out my war horn and just like blow into it really loud and give her an assist. You heard the woman!
Make a persuasion check for me.
I'm assisting.
Yeah, make a persuasion check. Are you trained in persuasion?
Yes.
Oh, am I to assist?
I
No.
am. Oh.
You can roll.
Oh,
You go
Ron
ahead and
is.
roll.
Ron will help if it's
Ron
Vin's
is-
day.
What is
If
Ron?
this
Yeah.
is Vin day, we must
Hawkins
make it to
just
Vin
kind of
day.
standing there looking at Delius like, know what's going on.
7 + 9.
Some of the crew kind of look at you and they're like, "Hey, we're getting to it. We're getting to it." Yeah. And they kind of get a little pep in their step, but they were already working, so they're not exactly rejuvenated, but they're happy that you care.
If we make it to the festival, the first round is on me. You see, Ron, this is what I mean about like throwing gold at problems.
I grab like what's left of the cloth of the mast and like tie it to like the top somewhere and then like hold it out with my long arms. I'm like, let's
So for your benefit, everyone, it is the first day of summer. So Sextus the first.
Oh.
It is on Sunday. S-U-N day. All right. Well, I will help the crew. You are more than welcome to help, and for those of you who would like to keep watch, that may be important as well, as we are floating sort of in a general direction in the middle of the sea. So,
I can help keep watch.
thank you very
Ron
much.
will also watch.
All right. You'll get a very good vantage point up in the crow's nest, and he kind of points. Not sure how safe it would be currently because the mast is in disrepair, but it should hold you. And he points to Valken. Perhaps we need to wait for you after the mast is fully repaired.
Yes,
You're so
Ron
strong and large.
may break it.
All right, the ship is yours. You can decide what you'd like to do. If you want to help, if you want to do watch, if you want to talk to anybody, check on the child.
I'm gonna
check
be on
Mimi.
first aid duty, so like the school nurse, like if people get any cuts and scrapes, they can come to me.
Very good.
I can do some perception checks for watch.
Vin, Ron, what would you like to do?
I'm holding the mast up.
If no one needs Ron for heavy lifting, Ron will go check on Corin.
Sure. Okay. So what I'll say is, Valken, you can go ahead and give me a perception roll since you'll be keeping watch most of the day.
Okay. That's 20 total.
20 total. All right, we'll get that in a second. So Ron, you kind of go below decks underneath the cannon deck down to the hold, and you find Corin there, sort of in next to your bunk area, your hammock, just kind of in a little containment sphere, just patting their hands on their blanket, being a small child, a baby.
Ron will mime her, I guess. Just like Ron is going.
Amazing. Give me a performance check.
All right, new dice. See what you
Let's
got.
go.
And it's a nat 1.
You serious? All
He
right.
starts crying.
Karkarov,
Yeah.
where is he? Where is
So,
he? Let me at him.
Corin's going, and then you kind of are almost imposing over in your just deep voice, trying to mime her. She kind of opens her eyes wide and kind of darts back and forth and just starts crying.
Oh no! Ron picks her up and tries to soothe this. Okay, tiny baby. Ron, not mean to scare you. Ron is good friend.
It takes a bit, but she eventually calms down.
I'll give her some berries and try to rock her to sleep, and then I can go back up.
All right. Over to Valken. So you rolled a 20. So you're kind of keeping watch, just sort of just looking. You pretty much just see like seawater in all directions. but you kind of squint and you see something kind of floating in the water on the port side of the ship. It's kind of moving with the waves, essentially. You're not exactly sure what it is. They need to get a closer look or find a spyglass or something.
Yeah, I'm just kind of shot over the deck, maybe towards Delius, because he probably hasn't. See something in the water? I can't tell what it is. Do you have like something I could get a closer look with?
Sure, I do. Come down. And he kind of opens up a spyglass, pretty finely made, and he's kind of peers through it, looking kind of in the general direction. As you make your way down, he kind of hands it to you. Show me where you saw it. I can't see it.
Yeah, I just directed where I saw it.
Yep. He hands the spyglass over to you, and you kind of look and get your bearings. And in the direction that you looked, you see what looks like a net in the water, and then you can also make out there's a hand holding on to the net.
Hey, Elias, is it normal to have hands grabbing onto things while in the water?
I'm sorry, I do not understand. Is there a person there?
There's person maybe, I don't know. I see a net, and there's a hand holding onto the net in the water.
Okay, perhaps we should do something about this. I guess we could try to wait till it drifts closer to the ship and then bring it up. We can always use the nets.
We want to do?
Well, perhaps.
Is that a common thing? I'm not an ocean person. I don't know.
Well, in my case, it's always good to have extra equipment, and depending on how long it takes to repair the masts, we may need some food, perhaps. Since we left so quickly, I did not expect to get into a battle and have the ship sort of disabled, so...
Right.
But you saw it, I did not see it, so...
Yeah. Yeah, we can check it out when it gets closer, but like I said, there's a hand.
Okay.
Unless you consider that equipment. I don't know.
It is up to you.
Alright, let's go and look at it, I guess.
Alright. Well, we can wait to see if it drifts closer, we can take the rowboat out there and go grab it. It's up to you.
I can wait.
Alright.
I'll just go sit on the deck.
Very well. So, some time kind of goes by, and just the motion in the ocean, as you could say. With the net being so much lighter than the ship, it eventually just kind of makes its way over and kind of hits the hull of the ship. And it looks kind of just quite a large, like, fishing net tangled up. And then you just kind of see just a hand grabbing what looks to be like from underneath it. Nothing else.
Am I the only one over there looking at it?
Up to you all.
Am I still below deck, or am I up top now?
Yep, you're up top. You can be wherever you want. Some time has passed, so.
Since I'm so tall, do I see anything weird?
To you, it just looks like a net with a hand in it, like someone was grabbing onto it.
So there's no like body or any other pieces?
Not that you could see.
I assume you're next to me, Ron's next to me now?
Yeah.
Just turn to them and be like, is this, we want to get this out of the water? What is this?
Do I see it, or do I need to roll perception?
You can see it. It's right up next to the ship now, so you're good.
Oh,
You see that hand, right? You know.
Mayhaps.
Now that we're close, does it look like a human hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like a human hand.
Oh, maybe we should pull person out, or maybe person dead.
Now that it's kind of closer, you can see that there's like a large ring on one of the middle finger of the hand.
Oh,
Is there Is there a way for me to grab the hand without possibly falling over the boat? Well, we're stationary, right?
Mm-hmm. Maybe you're kind of drifting along as they're trying to fix the mast.
Okay. Ron will attempt to reach and grab the hand.
Yeah, easy enough. You'll have to go over the side and kind of climb down like the side ladder to kind of scoop it out of the water, but you can grab onto the net and the hand or whichever you want.
Okay.
Not difficult. Yep.
All right, Ron
So you
will go down.
Gotcha. And the net, the hand, both.
I'll go down the net to get a better grasp of if there is a person still there, or it's just a hand.
Yep. So you kind of go down the side and you can see that looks like there's a hand that was grasping onto the net, but it's not attached to anything. A large ring on like the middle finger, and it's just like holding onto the net. Yep, just a hand.
I'll grab the hand.
Okay.
I don't think
And
you
come
should
back
put
up.
that ring anywhere near you. This is very suspicious.
So you grab the hand and it's like rigor mortis is set in and it's just grasping the net. You can either take the net with you or you can kind of try and pry it off.
It is probably cursed.
Ron will pry it off.
Easy enough.
Look, My
You're
Baba told me about this kind of magic. You don't want to mess with dead people, things.
Yeah.
So it's okay, Bryn. Just hand.
It's not just a hand. It is never just a hand. That is also something my Baba said. It is never just a hand.
Yep, so
Ron
you
will
grab the
come
hand.
back up and cast detect magic.
Gotcha. Let's see.
Nice.
Let me look something up real quick. Yep, so you bring it up and you kind of cast your detect magic. Hand's not magical, but that ring is definitely resonating magic from it.
Oh, ring is magical.
And Ron will just chuck the hand back in the ocean.
Okay.
I hope
Wait.
Shark will enjoy.
Well, I'll take off the ring first.
Okay. You take off the ring and
do
you,
you want hand?
No, I was gonna say I have mage hand. You didn't have to go dealing with some dead hand. My mage hand could have dealt with the dead hand, but it's already done.
You should listen to Vin when it comes to, matters of magic.
Oh,
Because, Ron, you think your magic's all, like, from some god, so probably you should, like, listen to us experts. I'm just saying.
but Ron magic does come from gods.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah, and my
I'm just
magic
glad
comes from
somebody
thin
else
air,
did it.
so like it's fine. Whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Her magic is much more trustworthy than your magic, Ron. You should, like, let
Is
her
it
be in
really?
charge.
But
Oh,
Vin
yeah.
magic always take our life force. It always
Yeah, but
hurts
here's the
sometimes.
thing. We know her magic is crazy and insane.
Who you call
It is
crazy
known
and
quantity.
insane? Okay.
Oh, you're
well,
making
Pure logic.
Bryn,
I'm very good
you're
at
making
logic.
tall Bryn cry.
Insult. And then I like take my mage hand and like move it in front of Ron. Hand me the ring, please.
Oh,
Don't,
okay.
don't put that on. Do not put that
I'm
on.
not.
It is
The mage
cursed.
hand is gonna examine it.
One time, a villager bought a love potion from my Baba, and then they
Ay,
used it in
ay,
a way they
your
were
Baba.
not supposed to do, and she cursed them, and guess what? All their hair fell out.
Just minutes.
Everywhere.
Just
not
1
just
minute.
on head.
Ron can just think.
And I'll try to determine if I can see what kind of school of magic's on the ring.
Gotcha. One moment. Let me look. I had a nice app for that, but I closed it on accident. That's okay. We're getting there. Yep. So as you're kind of looking at this ring with detect magic, as is the mage hand holding it, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the mage hand can hold it. Unless, Ron, do you want to hold
Up to
it?
you.
Ron, hold it for now. I'm studying it.
Gotcha. Yep. So you looking at it, and it kind of, as you use your detect magic, your eyes kind of almost like see kind of a wider view of the world, and you can see that this ring sort of has like a gray kind of aura around it, which would lead you to believe it'd be more of a divination type school of magic, but hard to tell. It's not as clear as what you've normally seen in other detect magic, but it's kind of what, looking at it, you kind of lean towards that.
And, I'll relay that information.
Then you can look now if you wish.
Okay. And I like move the mage hand closer to me to look at it. Do I like recognize anything about it since I'm the magic person?
So you look at this ring, and it's made of like sterling silver, and then kind of in the inset, there's like an amber. Not sure if it's a gem or whatever the inset is, and there's like a large, like kind of black, kind of line going down the middle of it. It's almost bisected, but not quite.
And do I know what this ring does? Do I recognize like the amber meaning anything or?
No, nothing that you've seen before.
Well, guys, I suggest we don't wear this ring until we know what it does. Maybe when we get to the next town, we can figure it out, but maybe we don't put it on our fingers. And I look at Ron.
Maybe we can find like Bickwin's cousin or something to like, an item shop that knows how to check things out,
Sure, that's
Oh
a
my
great
God,
idea,
please,
Bryn.
Please let it be Bickwin's cousin. I'll die happy.
Okay, Ron will just put in pocket.
Oh, we also need to find dragon, someone to use all the dragon parts to make like a really cool like bitchin' armor for I don't know who can wear Velkin, can you wear dragon armor?
No.
Oh, okay, well never mind. Next, Ron, you could probably wear some dragon armor.
Yes.
Yeah, we should get you some dragon armor. You would look really cool.
Ooh.
So
Maybe we have enough to get cool shield too.
Go ahead and add to your sheet just a magic silver ring with an amber inset on it.
Okay.
Okay. So the rest of the day, you're free to do whatever you'd like. If you'd like to talk about anything specific with the crew or you all, it's up to you. But the crew is going to spend the rest of the working hours to try and repair this mast.
Nothing else for me.
All right. Ron will just help out where he can.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Falcon will just remain on watch.
yep. Nothing else really catches your eye for the rest of the watch, and you're all doing your part to help the crew anywhere they can, or anywhere that you can. And then darkness comes. Everyone kind of turns in. And
That sounded terrifying. Darkness comes.
yep. And it is particularly dark outside here, since it is a new moon, so not a whole lot of light to go off of. But you take turns watching, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think we should keep watch on deck just to make sure, because that hand, that's kind of freaking me out.
Yeah.
But I don't have night vision. I don't have dark vision.
Falcon was keen to leave it in the water. That's why he's like, oh, wait,
Yeah, I
wait.
was too.
Okay.
that hand shows up again, I'm throwing that ring in the water. Just let you know.
So for all of you that are gonna take watch, go ahead and just give me another perception roll. If you don't have dark vision, you can light a torch, or you can roll with disadvantage.
Is it okay to light a torch? Are there other light sources on the boat?
At nighttime,
Or is that like a
not usually.
beacon?
It's more underneath the hull or in the lower decks where they have lights on, but top side, since you're kind of dead in the water, they're keeping the lights out.
I rolled a 4.
Talking with a 12.
I'm gonna roll with disadvantage, so I got like a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dark out, so Ron basically can't see anything anyways.
Yep. So luckily, the night's pretty calm, and you wake up the next day, and there's kind of a light rain outside, a little bit of wind, but they've made quite a bit of progress on the mast on the previous day. Delius approaches you all. Good morning. We've made some food, and luckily we've made good progress on the mast, so we should be done around midday, and we will head towards Icegarth.
Oh, very good. Good progress.
Yes, very well.
Thank you for food.
Yep. So they spend the rest of that day trying to repair the mast, and then, like you said, about midday, it's ready to go. Delius shot some orders to the crew. They lowered the mast, and you were once again at full sail. So from now, it will probably take about 3 additional days of travel to get there.
Uh-oh. We're gonna make it?
Luckily, once ships are moving, you can move at night, so they can cover a lot more ground than what you normally be able to do just on your own or with horses or whatnot. So with this ship, you can easily clear, depending on the wind, 100 miles in a day or so.
Ooh.
So, as you're kind of sailing along, kind of more towards the middle before you make your turn to kind of go under the great bridge that you had went under on your first day of your adventure. Let's see. I think it would be Valken and Ron. With your passive perception, as you're sailing along, you just happen to see a large group of sea turtles kind of going in the same direction as your ship is. Varying sizes, some small, maybe younger, some kind of are big size sea turtles. You just see them in the water, kind of swimming along a little below the surface.
Ron will use his beast speech.
As a good day, flock of turtles. Ron hopes you are swimming well and safe.
Gotcha. Yeah. So with that, you can convey your message to them. They can't respond. So one of the larger ones kind of turns in the water and looks at you and notices that you're waving and wishing them well, and then it kind of flaps its large front flipper at you.
Aww.
As it goes and turns around and makes its way back to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
So cute.
I'm next to Ron.
Yeah.
Seeing this as well.
Yeah, you can see him. And then once he points them out, you all can see the turtles.
So Ron,
Yes, Valkai.
when did you first learn that you could talk to animals and they can understand you?
Oh, Ron was born with such gifts. All of Verbogs have such gift to speak
Really?
with creatures and leaf. But we cannot understand if they speak back. They can only listen.
I did not know that. I've not
Yes.
seen many furbogs before, though. You were kind of the first one.
Yes, Ron. It is unusual to see Verbogs in these areas.
Yeah. Rare to see them where I'm from as well.
But if you wish to speak to animal, Ron can convey message for you.
I'm okay, I think.
Okay. Just in case.
All right.
Like if Seagull comes by and Seagull poops on Valken, and Ron can yell at Seagull for Valken.
If that happens, Falcon will also yell at Seagull. We can
Good.
both yell at Seagull together.
Ha! Excellent. Yes. Only Seagull will understand Ron, not Valken. So I will scream at Seagull, then translate for you at Seagull.
Thank you.
Anytime. Slap
hope it doesn't come to
Valken
that,
on the
though.
back real hard.
Thanks, Ron.
Of course.
Okay. Anything you all would like to do today? The sails are repaired. The turtles kind of keep pace a little bit, and then start eventually veering off in a different direction.
I think Ron's gonna play with Corn some more. Maybe bring her up top, out of her egg.
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna
I'll just carry
elbow
her.
Vin and just be like, turtle, it's supposed to taste pretty good. But then I'll go help play with Corin too.
I giggle. And just kind of watch them.
So you kind of play with Corn, and she's not afraid this time. Having a great time, laughing, giggling, spittling, all over herself and you all. Just being a little baby dragonborn, having a good time.
Oh, she's so cute.
A couple of times you can kind of see her move her hand, and Ron, you can both Ron and Bryn, you can kind of feel like pieces of your hair kind of lifting up and like pulling a little bit.
Aw.
It kind of freaks out Ron at first because I don't see anything.
So I was like, oh. Ron, forget Cohen can move things like Vin.
You see, Ron, everyone has magic in them. It is not, how you say, some gift from gods. It is, she has it within her and she already knows how to use it. It is as natural as the sun.
Yes, Ron does not disagree. People can be born with magic, but people can also be gifted magic by the gods.
If you say so. Sounds pretty crazy to me, but,
Ron says so.
Okay, Ron. Since you say so and you are my best friend, I will, it's really hard to say, I guess maybe there are gods that give people powers because they are, nice or something. Sure.
Oh, Ron is very pleased to hear that Bryn has
I thought you would be.
open mind.
My mind is so open.
Okay. Falcon, you notice, just as you're keeping watch, the thought comes to your mind that you haven't checked on Mimi in a while, and you reach into your pocket, and the bar of metal that she typically takes her shape is no longer there. Or the bar of electrum.
Wait, huh?
God, she ran away?
Oh no, did we lose Mimi? Oh god, that means she's on the ship somewhere. Wait, when was the last time we saw her? Oh god.
The last time I saw her was in the cave.
Falcon starts looking around the deck immediately.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh.
Is everything okay, Valken?
Yeah, just give me 1 sec. What was it? Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. So you search just the entirety of the top deck. Nowhere to be found.
Ron,
Yes, okay.
you didn't happen to see a bar of metal walking around the ship anywhere?
Bar of
Mimi.
metal.
Mimi's gone,
walking.
Ron.
Oh,
The mimic is gone.
oh
You knew it
no.
was the mimic, right?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh no. We
I have no idea
we,
where it's at. It was in
we
my
should-
pocket. It's not in my pocket anymore. It might be
we
somewhere on the
should
ship.
we should remain calm. We should not
be in the
scare
water.
people. I hope they don't know what a mimic is.
Ron, what do we have to find it.
Hold on. Ron has to think.
I mean, there's other people on the ship. It could try to eat their feet or their hands. I don't know.
Do we know if Mimi can change into different objects, like Vin can change to different people?
I wouldn't
hear
have a
that.
single clue, honestly. If it's a mimic, I think they do that. Maybe.
Okay, we will look
Mimics
together.
they can turn into anything. She's
Ron
not a very
will.
large mimic though, so she's probably not like I remember I rolled well, right, when we first encountered her on what they were. So she's probably not like some giant barrel or chest. She's probably something closer in size to the bar. Maybe a little bigger. We fed her a lot of honey. I don't know if you had anything in your pocket for her to eat, but she might be a little bigger. So we're looking for something, kind of like that. She could be a little smaller too, because I think they're like, like Vin's magic. She can sort of,
What if she turned into like a cannonball or something? We would never find her.
God. Oh,
Wait,
I
okay.
totally used catapult. I threw that cannon. Oh God. What if I threw? What?
Bryn, it's okay.
What if
It's
I
okay.
threw Mimi?
Fine,
It is
calm
okay.
down.
Can you watch Corin? And Ron hands Bryn Corin. So,
Goo goo gaga.
Ron will look with Valkend, and Ron will use magic sense. And if Ron happened to walk by something magical, it's probably Mimi. And Ron
Alright,
casts detect
so-
magic, and hopefully the radar picks up Mimi.
So before you do that, make an intelligence check for me,
Okay.
Ron. And I will say you've searched the top deck, so you have both the gun deck as well as the hold. That you haven't looked.
12.
12. You're reasonably sure that since Mimi's a creature, it's not magical. So you don't know if doing that would be beneficial. You could try, but you're leaning towards that might not work because it hasn't worked that way before.
Gotcha. I'll try anyways.
Okay. Yep. So you cast detect magic. You see different pings of magical items that you all have on your crew. The potions, the ring that Vin has, but nothing in the vicinity.
I asked like a crew person.
Ron will go to a crew person like, excuse me, crewman.
Well, yeah.
Do you have maybe piece of meat Ron can have?
Well, I mean, we can go down to the stalls, and if you're hungry, we can get something for you.
Well, not for Ron. It is for
Ron.
yes.
It's
Valkend.
definitely for Ron.
Yes, Ron would like 2 pieces of meat, please.
It's definitely for Ron.
Just kind of looks between you two. All right, well, I'll show you where it is. I'm not going to serve you. You can get it yourself.
Okay.
We have
Boom.
some left.
Ron, greatly appreciated.
So you kind of walk down the cannon deck. You walk down to the hold. He goes, all right, go past the bunks there in the back corner. There's some barrels. You can find whatever you want. I got work to do. He kind of heads
Much
back up the stairs.
appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just kind of like pull Ron in and be like, listen, creature that eats meat. Probably don't want to tell them about it. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, yes. You're
right.
very right.
All right,
Okay,
let's go.
No, I'll give Ron a piece of meat to Valkan.
So you
And
make
then-
your way over to the food stores, and you see a similar Electrum bar that has sort of hands and legs and is folding in half and is just shoving food down the open half where its mouth is.
Oh, okay, look. It's Mimi.
Oh, shit. I say in Elvish, Mimi. Mimi.
Ugh.
I go and pick her up.
You pick Mimi up and starts feeling.
Calm down. I just took the food that Ron gave me. I just shove it in his mouth.
And just swallows it.
Maybe Ron will try something. Ron is good with babies. I try to like coo and soothe Mimi in Elvish. Yes, Mimi, very nice.
Make a performance or
mimic.
persuasion check. I'll let you choose.
I'll go with persuasion. That's a cute Mimi. Good Mimi. Yeah. What did I say? Persuasion. 18.
Yep. So you're kind of cooing and making gestures, and you see just like small little beady eyes on the surface of like the electrum bar, just like looking at you. It starts doing what you're doing. It just mimics you as long as you sit there and dance.
What was it eating when it was on the ground?
So Valken, you handing it over to Ron and looking, you see that Mimi has just been eating food in the hold. And you're not sure how long Mimi's been eating or how much food's missing.
I just grab handfuls of whatever it might be that it was eating. I don't know. Potatoes. I don't know what it was.
Potatoes, various meats, some grains of rice, just
Hardtack.
I pocket some of this stuff for later, so that if Mimi gets active again, I can just throw it some food.
Gotcha.
So I spend like a minute or two just grabbing a handful of things.
It's a mess. Mimi's definitely tore into quite a bit of food here.
Ron,
Yes, fucking.
should probably not mention this to anybody on the ship whatsoever.
Ron looks over to see what happened. Oh. Yes. But what if people ask what happened?
We blame it on rats or anything else other than a mimic.
Okay, this is probably wise.
Yeah. I don't want you to get out of here.
But what if Mimi's still hungry?
I have food for her.
Okay.
So let's it's nonchalant as we can. Let's try to get out of here. We just try to leave looking totally normal, like nothing's happened back there.
Okay.
Ron will hand Mimi back to Valkan.
Is she still active?
She's just Mimi's just very just like passive and sated almost. It's getting drowsy. Might nap soon.
Okay.
Ron will play a lullaby on his flute.
Sure.
He hands Mimi over to Valkan.
Go for it.
I'll roll a
Yep. Good performance.
Okay. 13.
Yeah. 13. Decent enough lullaby. As you're playing and you see this Mimi's eye just kind of get droopy and starts to lie in Valken's hand and then just becomes indistinguishable with a bar of electrum.
Okay. I will stow her away like usual. How did she get out? That's what I needed to know.
Yes.
I don't have like any holes in my clothing now, do I? Or she like ate in my clothing or something?
Maybe Mimi's more magical. Can disappear like Vin.
I certainly hope not, because then it might be more trouble than it's worth. Let's hope that's not the case.
Yeah, Ron agrees. If we feed Mimi constantly, maybe Mimi will not disappear from pocket.
Yeah, let's hope.
Okay. So Mimi is sated, and you make your way back up to the deck and kind of helping the crew out and stuff. A couple hours pass, about midday, whenever it's time for lunch, and you hear someone kind of yelling, "Hey, who's eating more than their share?" And someone else kind of screams back, Well, I didn't do it. And you hear some arguing, and you hear someone kind of stomping up to the top deck. Who's eating more than that shit? And he's kind of got like a cleaver in their hand as they're trying to prepare a lunch.
Ron like stiffens up. Oh. And I look at Valken.
I just kind of like look at Ron and shrug my shoulders. No idea.
So the captain steps forward and Delius goes, what is going on? Well, Captain, someone's been eating more than their share, and it looks like we're down about 2 days worth of food.
Oh my god.
Which, if my numbers are right, we're gonna be cutting it really fucking close. And the captain just kind of sighs. Everyone to the top deck immediately.
Good.
And then you hear them go, to the top deck! Captain said top deck! And you hear the kind of their skeleton crew, and they all kind of muster up. And you see Delius kind of just looking everyone over. I'm going to say this once. If you tell me who did this, no harm will come to you. We will work it out as a crew. We will get past this. If I have to find out later, there will be severe consequences because you are putting the entire crew at danger, and I cannot have that on my ship. Would anyone like to step forward? Kind of looks over. Everyone kind of looks at each other and stays silent.
Bryn
I
doesn't
don't
know.
anything.
Very well. I will be in my quarters until time for dinner. You may come to me and confess. But after that, there'll be consequences. Back to our duties.
What kind of consequences? Just asking.
Well, if you have not done anything wrong, then you have nothing to worry about.
I've nothing here.
Ron will wait till the captain goes back to his quarters.
Yes, very well. Back to work. And he kind of goes back under the under his quarters, underneath kind of where the helm is, and closes the door behind him.
And Ron will grab Valken.
We should tell Vin and Bryn what happened.
Sure, we can tell them, but let's keep it on the down low.
Okay.
Okay.
Ron will leave it to you to keep things down low.
Ron walks up to Bryn and Vin and kind of squats.
Is this low enough?
Yeah, that's plenty low, Ron.
Okay.
I kind of gesture to Bryn and Vin to go off to some place where nobody can hear us.
So we're all up on the very front part of the ship, like up on the little part.
I mean, I'm sure we can find some place to speak. Like,
Probably.
Valken says
Other than the
we-
captain's quarters.
Bryn and Vin, can you please get to low?
Oh, I think Ben low.
Like,
Not
like,
okay.
like Ron.
And Ron like just like squats even lower.
all right, listen. So you remember how we lost Mimi, right?
Mm-hmm.
We found her. She's currently safe.
Hmm?
She's also one that ate all the food.
Oh,
Should we tell the captain?
I don't think so.
How long until we
suggest
have
we
until
keep
we
it-
get off this ship?
Why? I don't know. How many days did they say? They said they're cutting it close. So I assume we have a couple days.
okay. I know how we fix this problem.
Oh, yes, we throw money. We throw gold. Like Bryn said.
Well, sort of, actually. None of us will eat any of the rations. We will only be eating our own rations. We have our, like, beef jerky sticks. Not delicious, but it will be okay.
What do we do about Mimi eating for the next couple of days?
I think I got it somewhat covered.
Do we still have dragon meat from before?
Oh, and maybe that hand is still on the deck.
If I remember correctly, you had gotten the hide and perhaps some teeth and some claws. I don't know if you got meat or not.
Okay. I do recall we fed her dragon meat.
I think that was after the fight, though, while we were still there. Maybe. By the way, I suggest we just keep that between us. Act as if nothing's happened.
Why do we not tell Captain Delius?
Yeah, he said nothing bad would happen if we were honest before dinner.
You would like to tell the captain that a flesh-eating creature ate his stores of food.
I mean,
I'm
would
not
tell
going
the
to
captain that a flesh-eating creature stole his food.
No, I've already said I am keen to not say anything. So I
Also,
will
I
not
don't
be
really
saying-
feel like using the term flesh-eating is doing you any help here.
Yeah.
So we tell the captain that some creature that's in our possession ate all the food.
Oh, what if we tell him the baby dragon did it?
Yeah, maybe he'll think it's cute.
Oh, it's corn very small. But Mimi's small, but eats for 2 days worth of food.
Or we can just pretend it never happened.
But what if crew could take blame for what Mimi did?
Yeah, I do not like the sound of that.
I will shed a single tear.
I could
What
say
if the
that
punishment
one
is
of
death?
my,
What if he kills someone?
I could say that
Not
one of my
sure.
spells were
He would be a captain very
going
long
off.
if he was killing people for eating food.
What? Who is good at lying?
Oh, not me.
Me.
Look,
I'm
if you guys,
good
if
at
this is something
lying.
that's going to be on your conscience, you can tell them. I will be minding my own business on the top deck.
Even though this is your fault, Vulcan, you're gonna make our group.
My fault.
You were holding on to Mimi.
I'm sorry. We were in a fight not that long ago. She could have gotten out anytime.
Yeah,
I don't understand
and
how
you
this
let
is
it
my
happen.
fault.
So
Maybe all we're saying is it's somebody else's turn to hold the Mimi.
and
By all
fess up for
means.
their actions.
I don't know how this was.
Ron,
defaulted
you
to
are
me in
on
the
Mimi
first
duty
place.
now.
Oh, Ron does not feel comfortable holding Mimi, who can eat things while
I
Ron
think we
is holding
can
Corin.
consider this a family pet, which means
Well, you are the one
It's
that she
all of our
liked, so,
responsibility.
you know. Wait, I did not sign up for this.
well, neither did I, but we took it with us.
That's a good point. Okay, Vin, you are holding the Mimi.
I will hold the Mimi, but only if
Nothing bad
Vulcan
can come of
fesses
this.
up and tells the captain.
But we supposed to keep Mimi's secret, yes?
Well, Vulcan should tell the captain something.
So here's the thing.
I still don't
If you go and
understand
tell the
why.
captain that Mimi is a Mimi, Mimi is going to pretend to not be a Mimi like it did before. And then he's just going to think you ate the food. And that you're making up a story.
I don't even know why we're having this conversation. We could easily just let it be.
And what if he blames? He's looking for someone to blame. He's a captain. He has to make like a example, you know?
Yes, example.
So you want innocent people, innocent crew members to take blame for something that you did?
Yeah.
I thought you were a better person than this, Vulcan. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Listen,
we could go with
if you
Corbin route.
really think it's a good idea to tell the captain that we have some creature that we don't know exactly what it does.
Okay.
Got out and ate all his food on the ship.
No.
I will tell the
You're
captain
misunderstanding me.
that I ate the food. Problem solved.
Yeah. All I'm saying
Why?
is you're misunderstanding, Velkin. It's not that I want you to tell the captain that we have a mimic with us. It's that I want you to tell the captain that our party is to blame. It could be Corin. It could be you. It could be anybody who ate the food. But it doesn't have to be the mimic who ate it. As long as we are taking blame, that is all that matters.
I will do it.
Oh, I don't think that's a great idea.
Oh, it is for the greater good. It is no problem. If the captain throws me overboard, I know how to swim.
Ron would not let that happen.
I'm just going to say, look, I ate the food. I am a growing girl. You know.
I still think it should be
I don't
Velkin's
think
the
we
one that should say
assume
it.
that the captain's gonna blame a random person. He doesn't seem like the type of guy who's
He
gonna,
made
like,
it pretty
lay
clear
blame.
that if no one came forward before dinner, there was going to be consequences.
And he might blame the entire crew. Maybe the whole crew goes without rations. Maybe the whole crew goes without pay. Maybe something bad happens when it's all
It is
your
the
fault.
opposite of throwing gold at problem. Oh, shit, I'm going to go say it was our team's fault. No questions asked. Here, please take some gold, Captain Delia's problem solved. I'll be right back.
Yes, this is a good plan.
I'm just gonna walk over to if no one stops me, I'm walking over to the captain's door.
Okay,
Knock, knock, knock.
come in.
Captain Delius, it is, I need to speak with you.
Yes, of course. Then he kind of motions to a chair in front of his desk. It's really nice, captain's quarters. Quite roomy. There's maps of the sea on the desk. There's
Did I do this?
baubles. Looks like he's living pretty
Boy, someone
comfortably.
with charisma should have done this. Okay. Oh, it's very nice quarters you have here. Many finer things in life, yeah?
We have done well for ourselves, this crew.
Oh, your crew's very good, very hardworking. And they deserve the finer things in life. You can continue to do well. And I'm just gonna take some gold and like slide it on the desk.
You all are very strange. I do not know why you keep giving me gold. I do not mind
this
it,
is, you know, to make sure that everyone is well fed, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what you mean.
I'm just saying that this should cover any expenses. You know what I mean.
Please speak plainly.
Yeah, I really would prefer to speak plainly. So we have this thing, it eats all the shit that it sees. It's kind of important though, so we need you to not make a big deal about it, but you just sort of name your price and we'll take care of it.
So what you are saying is, this thing that you have is responsible for eating the food on my ship.
Yes, but it is taken care of. It will not be a problem until we dock. And then, guess what? Out of your hair. For good.
I see. Is this thing dangerous, other than just eating our food stores?
It's not dangerous. It is like a baby, you know?
Oh, so it was the Dragonborn.
Maybe in 10 years it is. Oh, no. So, no. Look, we're just like. We have all the babies. I don't know why. But this is not a problem, I assure you. You have my word.
Very well. Name my price. You allowed our crew to be in danger. Luckily, we have enough food for now, unless something else goes wrong. We have no way to get supplies. I would say 300 gold would solve this problem for me.
Oh shit. Okay, well, how about like 250?
Big persuasion check.
Oh shit. It's a 3 minus 1.
I'm sorry, but
350.
I think 300 will do.
Oh, 300 is the deal. I will give him 300 gold.
Very well. Perhaps we keep this under wraps for now. And in the
Yes,
future.
that is sort of why I am paying you.
Yes, I realize what you are
You
doing.
know, okay, I just tried to speak plainly, and I believe firmly in this. So I am paying you. We keep this under wraps. We get you shore. We'll leave you alone. Nobody the wiser.
Very well. I'm always confused why you keep throwing money at me. I told the crew in front of you all no harm would come to you if you talked to me before I left my quarters, but I will take your bribe.
Money
and,
is so
and
you do
mention
not
no
ask
one.
me any more questions because I am very bad at lying and I do not want to discuss it further.
Very well.
Thank you.
Thank you for the gold.
Also, if my crew asks, I did not give you 300 gold.
And you were spending your money that you do not have. Is it the crew's
Oh
money?
no, it is my money, but I just, they thought we should just not say anything, and I felt like we should say some. It's a very long story. Let's just it's fine.
Delius kind of thinks for a second.
He thinks I'm the biggest idiot in the world now.
He tosses the sack of gold back to you. Keep your money for now. Any other incidents and we will have another conversation. Understood?
Understood, Captain. Very good. But, you have earned yourself a favor this day. You need anything, you let Bryn know.
I know I have. I tend to find favors are more valuable than gold.
Oh, you are correct. Thank you, Captain. And then I'm gonna turn to leave if he seems happy with that.
He just kind of just sits back at his desk and just watches you leave.
Once the door closes behind me, I'll just look at these 3 people on the deck and just be like, problem solved. All is well.
All right, you all now owe Delius a favor. Whether or not and when he will cash in on that, it's up to him.
This is fine.
I went in there thinking that was gonna go fine, and then you said to speak plainly, and I realized that's one of my character traits, is that I believe in speaking plainly. So that didn't go as I planned.
Very nice.
Sorry.
Get an inspiration, please. I'm calling that out.
Yes, worth it. That did not go as planned, though.
All right.
Sorry.
So, Bryn leaves and comes back to the group. And you all have been sailing, and it's getting a little closer to night. It's kind of dusk outside. Who were keeping watch? Anyone from your group?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, Ron will try.
Sure, go for it.
Are we rolling a perception?
Yeah, perception check for me. Sorry, I should be a little more clear on that.
Yeah. Alright, so this is the good D20.
I can roll a 21.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ditto.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Very nice. So, as you're both kind of keeping watch as it's getting a little darker outside, not quite night, but sun's going down, you both see a ship off of the port side, several hundred feet away.
Oh, this is something we should tell Captain.
Yep. Go ahead and alert Delius that we spotted the ship. Show him where it's at.
Gotcha. Okay. So you kind of pointed out.
Oh, fuck!
That's funny. We'll edit that one out.
Please don't edit that out.
There's a ship.
That was amazing. For anyone that doesn't know, he has a soundboard.
Yeah, I had to move my phone where I was placing it. I had a new keyboard. There's nowhere to put it, so it fell on the button. So there you go.
Please don't edit that.
Oh, is that what that sound was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was you saying it.
It was me. Recorded.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I literally thought it was
Amazing.
you, and I was like, what happened? Like, did you roll dice? That was crazy.
No, the soundboard.
I was like, man, Delius is pissed off.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh man, we won't put my phone there anymore.
That was amazing.
Oh boy. Okay. So you notify Delius, and Delius looks to one of his crew. Please notify the rest of the crew that we spotted a ship. And he kind of leans over and goes, "Ship! Starboard side!" I think I said port side, but you get it. In the beginning.
Yep.
I don't know the
so-
difference.
It's a teleporting
Anyway.
ship.
Yeah. So he kind of gets the spyglass out and looks, and then hands it back over to you, Valken.
Huh? What do you want me to do? I missed it.
And when you take a look, he hands over the spyglass to you so you can look.
Okay, I'm looking.
Yep, so you kind of look and you see a ship, and there's someone on the deck sort of just waving their arms as you're passing by. You don't see anybody else on the deck. You notice that, not too dissimilar to what happened to your ship, that their mast is in disrepair, kind of their sails are in tatters. There's some like damage to the hull, but there may have been some kind of like a sea battle or something went wrong.
Okay. No, go ahead.
Daly's kind of, once you're ready, he puts the spyglass back, and he says, "I believe this is a merchant ship. So if we are lucky, perhaps they have supplies, or would not mind parting with some of their gold or other items on board if we were to help them."
Yeah. It couldn't hurt to offer our services, I think.
All right.
Unless you think we're too battered or low on supplies ourselves to stop.
We are, well, the ship is repaired, so we are okay. We're fine there, but would not mind perhaps taking some of their food stores in exchange for helping them, and any other payment, of course.
I mean, that sounds reasonable to me. Might take some convincing of the rest of the people in my crew, but
Stelius looks to the rest of you. What say you? Does this seem like an endeavor that you would like to pursue?
Yes, Ron likes to help people.
All right, very well. So, seeing as you are passengers on this ship, but you are adventurers in your own right, I will say whatever we find, we will split it 50-50 down the line. Those are our shares.
Sounds reasonable to Ron.
Very well, 50-50. Half to me, my crew, half to you. Very well. And Dalius makes the motion. One of the sailors instructs them to go to port side, and you start heading in the direction of this derelict ship out in the sea.
Ron would like to interject. Captain,
Yes.
is this possible? Can be trap?
Perhaps, I'm not sure. We do have supplies we need. What do you think?
Or
Would-
Ron is not sure. Ron thought Ron would ask Captain, as you have more experience in open seas.
Normally, it could be pirates have taken, disabled their ship, taking a lot of the valuables, perhaps not the foodstuffs, depends. They could have been left here and crossed paths with the Navy that went through. I could not assess the damage, but we're not going anywhere.
Okay.
All right. All right. And forward. So they make their port side turn, and you are a couple hundred feet, several hundred feet actually, from the ship as you make your way over to the derelict ship to try and render some aid. And I believe that's where we will take a break for now. So when we come back, we will see what's going on with the ship and what the group can do to help. And we will
right.
What
see.
if
I bet
it's
it's a
just
trap.
like, yeah, what if it's just full of severed hands?
This is
Well-
a thing we're willing to take, I guess.
Okay. Well, we will find out here in a bit. We'll see y'all in just a minute.
BRB.